Woburn. I'm your host, Samantha Stone, and I am calling from the lake house today, but really excited to be talking. And I am missing home a little bit. The weather here is perfect, but it is a little bit away from Woburn. Welcome, Scott.
Good to be here, Samantha.
Hope you had a good 4th of July.
Yeah, I did. It was a good week, and it was a nice weekend with family, and happy to be back to normal. I guess it's slow though. I think you can feel it. It's slower in the city, which a lot of people are on vacation, so enjoying themselves like they should be. But you can feel the difference. It's a slower pace around the city right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people took time off this time of year and hopefully are enjoying the beautiful weather we're having. Talking about nice weather, we have the Mayor's Field Day. It's in August, I believe, this year. Maybe It's always in August. I don't know why I said it that way, but
it's always in August. It's usually the last week in August, and I'm planning on being away the 13th to the 20th, so I'm trying to work with Rory to make sure it's the week the 12th. It would be the 12th, the 11th to the 12th. We're hoping for.
Great. Yeah, we couldn't have a Mayor's Field Day without you, Scott.
I know, absolutely. Yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah. It is a nice day and fun. And we have, if people haven't checked out the schedule yet, there's some great outdoor movie nights Woburn Rec is doing. Next one's coming up on the 19th. There's a schedule, of course, and those are always fun to be able to get outside and do that. And I was also looking for some out of town guests. I was looking at the library program and just kind of seeing what was going around town. And they have done some incredible work, Scott, to increase a lot of programs for teens and even adults. There was a lot of new stuff on the schedule. I saw there was like a reverse tie-dye shirt decoration. There was a teen movie night and adult Dungeons and Dragons. And so if anybody listening and watching hasn't had a chance to check out the library event schedule, I would really encourage them to do that. There was a lot of new stuff on there.
Hermaine's been really good and the staff is great. I meet with Hermaine weekly, Mondays. We have a set meeting just for her to go over some of the stuff. And, she's really done a great job since taking over. And I think staff has taken to her, the patrons have taken to her, and she's really into the job. So kudos to Hermaine, and she's done a great job.
Yeah, she really has. Lots of good stuff to keep people busy. I saw a notice that I just wanted to ask you a little bit about I think it's July 13th. So coming up later this week, a public meeting for ADA ramp improvements. And I think that's a state meeting. Am I correct?
It's a state meeting. So that's, it'll be held virtually. We posted it. And it's a state meeting. We've got another, on our own, we've got, and we just signed the contract with Beta today for for our own public ways, ramps, sidewalks, also, the recreational area. So we just signed that contract today. It was 48,000 to do our inventory, which will help us identify and prioritize those areas we want to attack as far as getting up to ADA standards.
That's great. And is this hearing to just hear, opinion, and should we be showing support to make sure we're securing funding, or what is this hearing really about?
I think it's about their priority. They're going to be setting their priorities, and it's always a good if you have time to get on and I think in this case where you can it's at nighttime, so you can do other things while you're listening in with one ear if you had to. So I think it's a good thing for people to get in on and listen to.
Good. And I know there was a lot of public discussion around potential changes to bus routes down into South Boston that Mass Transportation was thinking of making. Have you heard any updates from some of the hearings and things that have happened?
No, I have not heard any hearings or any updates other than, people really are against the changes in Woburn. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
I think what I've been hearing most people say is that, I think most people agree, hey, increasing frequency of trains out of the State Anderson station is a good thing, and we should do that, but not at the expense of taking out the other bus route. As a person who worked near South Station for a while, really taking the train in and trying to get over to South Station is quite difficult for those who need to do it regularly.
Hey, do keep the press on them. I know the state rep is doing a good job with that, and we're keeping in touch.
Yeah, we'll have Rich come back on, I'm sure, and give an update at some point with what's happening there. So yep. Excellent. The only other thing that I wanted to chat about quickly with you, Scott, was I know we have real estate and personal property tax bills that are coming due in August, just sort of a reminder for folks if they have bills actually physically gone out or not yet.
Bills are out, they're due August 1st. Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's probably sitting in my pile of mail to be paid that I haven't, that I have to organize this week.
And the water bills, we're planning on the water bills going out at the end of August, and that again is a 30-day turnaround. So just as a heads up.
Great, awesome. Anything else that's going on that you want to touch base with?
Not particularly. It's one of those quiet times. We're doing the capital budget, which has been submitted to the city council. So there's some good things on that. We could talk about that more in depth after you get a hold of it. It's with the city clerk, so it'll be posted, I think, midweek. Council was supposed to meet tomorrow night. The meeting's been canceled. It's going to be next Tuesday. So that'll be a first read for that, but I'll get that to you. Maybe we can talk about that in advance of their meeting and go over some of the items on there. That'd be, we could do that over a meeting or two. There's a lot of information on that, so we could go.
Yeah, let's definitely plan to do that. I'm glad you mentioned that. The last thing I wanted to just sort of leave our audience with today is many of you know that Jeff Dillon has been an incredible guest on the show and a friend of Today in Woburn, and for us as a community. He and his family had a terrible loss, and so I want him and his family to know they're certainly in all of our thoughts and prayers, and wishing them well on a really, really tough week that's happening there. And as always, Woburn, please continue to take good care of each other.
It's a good point. Jeff's a great guy, a great family, and to lose a child is tragic, and our hearts bleed for Jeff, because he is really one of those guys who's there for everybody, and he's just got such a great family. So we're praying for Jeff and his family. Good people.
Yeah, they're really, really, really wonderful, and tough week. So Scott, thank you so much for joining. It was good to see you. Next week I'll be back in town, and we'll have a chance, and we'll go through budget stuff.
Enjoy your weekend, and I was going to tell you, pull your shade down in the back. It's awful bright.
I knew, I was waiting to see if you were going to call me on that, since I'm always doing it to you.
But it looks great. Enjoy the next couple of weeks.
All right. Thanks, Scott. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.